let's move on to like people's budgets. What if you are okay with just grading the regular way, even though it's a lot of grading, you can have them do videos. Piano Marvel actually offers the PDF of their course completely free. So if you're just old school and you just want to give them a PDF, I mean, the book is available too, but it costs money. If you give them a PDF, they can open it on their phone, their computer, it can open it anywhere. And that is absolutely free. So I want to show you how to find that. Let's go to our agenda and let me show you where that is. Sharing the agenda. Really quickly, if you go to this free tight budgets and free resources, we're building this and we're going to be putting more stuff in here, but this will actually show you how to get the Piano Marvel books for free. If you go to Piano Marvel Method and Technique, click on create the account, log into your account, and over here it shows when you're in the method, you just click on this little thing called Method PDF book and copy and paste this. This is the table of contents. And then Zoom, of course, is free. We're going to be adding other free content as you guys go along. If you have something to add to this, just click on the request access and then send that. And we'll share this with you so you can go in and edit this yourself. So we want this to be something that you guys can edit as well. Let me show you even an easier way to get that. I'll walk through. If you go over to the dashboard, you'll see this method thing, the method and technique. You can see level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. If you just click in any one of the methods you're interested in, so let's say method 1, and then you click this PDF, it'll just open the PDF, which you can download and share with your students or tell your students how to get it. You can see the table of contents, and this is all free to anybody who wants it. It has teacher accompaniments with it, which is really nice to play with students if they're reading. And that has all 6 books free. That may be of use, especially at this time where people are really struggling financially with institutions, like how to get your students to actually have material that you can't require them to purchase because you're in a tight area where it's just hard financially. So does anybody have any questions about that?
That could also be good for incoming students. You could let them know about it now, incoming freshmen that have never had any piano, at least give them a little thumbs up. No pun intended, 5 fingers up.
Yep.
To know where middle C is before they get to their first piano class and know how to count quarter notes at the piano, having to do something more physical and a little more requiring coordination.
Yeah.
So that I never thought of using the PDFs, but we could actually send those to students and say, hey, get a jump start, know some notes on the piano.
Yeah. And there's just a lot of different financial needs. And so obviously it's better if you can get a keyboard connected. If you can't do that, then it's still better to have the book mode with the software because you can hear the accompaniment, you can print off PDFs and all that. But if you don't even have that and you just need to go with a PDF, you just go with the PDF and then kind of work its way upward as you improve your program. So lots of options for you.
Hey, Aaron, I was going to throw in one thing. The reason I love those PDFs that you've created there is because there's a lot of writing exercises in there. When I studied with Paul Poli, he would have us go away from the piano and write C, E, G, C, E flat, G, C, E flat, G flat over and over, all these different things. And I think what that did is that really helped from a standpoint of internalizing a muscle memory and internalizing the visual and the auditory components of things. I think the actual writing really helped solidify some of the sight reading of things that I've been able to do well at. So one of the things I do with my students in those PDFs, I take one every single week and I print it off for my students. Okay, everybody, you need to write what these notes are on this score. If you want to show that for just a second, I think you were
like this one
there.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah. So whether it's note recognition or chord recognition or whatever, I think there's huge value in the writing exercises that you've intermingled all the way through those PDFs.
Yeah, and if you're looking at using PDFs with Zoom and stuff like this, you get free PDFs. Well, check this out. I go into my screen share settings. Let's see. I think I'm sharing my screen. Yeah, and then I will go into the annotation. And then you can just start either with drawing it with your finger, and you can just say, this is the 1 chord, this is the 1 chord, this is the 4 chord, this is the 1 chord, 4 chord, etc. Or you can even you can type it in. It's like, this is the.
Oh, you learn something new every day. I never knew you could actually type or write in on those PDFs on the computer.
You can't.
Cool.
This isn't on a PDF. This is with Zoom. Your annotation with Zoom. So anyway, there's lots of different things that you can do as you experiment, and I highly recommend just trying things you've never done before. Think outside the box, and then share them with some other colleagues. Make some videos and say, hey, check out this, what we created.
Are those PDFs, they're like universally like free, right?
Yeah, they are.
You can use them, and you can share them, and
yep, you can share them with students. Don't worry about any getting sued, because it's we allow that and we encourage it.
okay, very cool.